back to DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for poverty. So yeah, as the thumbnail said, I apologize. I lied to you guys, and it was not intentional, but I want to cover that in this video to shed some light on, yeah, not only my mistake, but I'm sure a lot of you will be making the same mistake with some of this stuff. So in recent videos, I was giving information using tools and stuff like that in the network to look at behavior and to see what's going on. Basically, it's kind of part of the DYOR. So these tools and stuff that we have, there are tons of them, and they're made by the community. So we have DeFi Buddy, you have this Piggy Bank calculator, you have Drip Garden Scheduler, Dune Analytics has like multiple different things. Which one is this? The one about your referrals and downlines, Drip Hydrate, Drip Formulate, Drip Finite App, and Drip Oracle. So it was pointed out to me in one of my recent videos, and again, apologies to this person. I'm not going to bring them up because I don't want them accusing me or anybody else that I'm clout chasing. But these tools don't show the whole story of the blockchain, right? So the data that you're reading can be misinterpreted, I guess is the best way to describe it. So it's hard to give a definitive answer when you see behavior in here and you're looking at just the data. So remember, the blockchain just shows the transactions and things that happen on the blockchain. So it doesn't have to show anything after that or what's done behind the scenes, or even in the case of like Drip, where you can be claiming to allocate elsewhere. So just because you hit the claim button and it shows up here as a claim on the data side, that's just the representation from that UI and that actual action on that contract, but it doesn't show what happens like after that. So that being said, when you're looking through some of these, I don't have any wallets up right now, but you can see it in my other video. So I'm not even gonna bring the video up because I don't want to, again, address that. But the point being that when you see stuff in here, I can bring up mine. That way we have some data. It doesn't tell the whole story, which is the point that I want to get at. So not saying, yeah, I put in the thumbnail kind of, again, as clickbait, saying I lied, because in actuality, I did lie because I didn't have all the information. And a lot of you guys making the same, doing your research as we tell you to, will use the same tools, right? So you'll make the same mistake. And then if you were to tell someone about Drip or about the animal farm, about the garden or whatever, and you tell them to look this up and they see the same behavior, then they're going to have the same assumption is the best way to describe it, right? Because we don't know the whole story. So when you go in here and you see the behavior of a wallet, or you see this information or whatever, this ROI that I'm showing you here, for me, I have taken this out and then turned it into bought pigs with it and put some back into the garden, as well as put some in Drip. So it shows that I've ROI'd 23%, but I've actually not ROI'd at all, which is what this person was bringing up in the video, because this money was put back into the system. So even though I did claim and it shows that I've claimed, what I did with it, which you don't know unless you go to the blockchain explorer and like do a whole bunch of, chasing and things down and looking at additional data, you won't see that when I got this Drip BUSD, I took the Drip and put it into the Drip Faucet or airdropped it. Then I took the BUSD and bought pigs with it, or took the BUSD and put it actually back into the Drip Garden. So it just shows what was taken out. So that's something to keep in mind when you are doing your own research. So it's not to say that you can't use these tools, but for me as a YouTuber, it is definitely my job to ensure that when I tell you guys something, that I don't put speculation or assumptions in your head, because I'm misleading or misrepresenting the data or making assumptions or whatever, like I just said. So you have to take some of this, not necessarily with a grain of salt, because it is actual factual data and the blockchain is transparent. And that's what's so good about this movement in crypto, is that you can see things that are going on. And if you decide to dig a little deeper, you can go to tools like Bank and stuff like that and look at the wallet and see and trace all the funds if you really want to go do that. But just to look at the data here and then make an assumption, that would be incorrect. And that's where I said, yeah, I lied, because I did not think about that till it was brought up in this other video, and you guys need to be aware of that as well. That whenever you're researching these things, don't jump to conclusions because it doesn't have the whole story. It does give you an initial insight, and that is good for doing your own research. So in that other video I was talking about, it would be interesting if you saw like the bulk of the whales um, claiming, but in that video, I think it was like 1 out of 10. So it gives good sentiment to future investors to see that behavior and supporting the ecosystem and the community supporting the project. So that is positive. But again, even if you see that there are claims and it could be a high percentage or whatever, that doesn't mean this person is dumping on their community or claiming out or anything like that. In the one video that I did on Jonathan and Drip Farm, that is specific to him, and that was intentional because he is exhibiting bad behavior, and that was from people in his community telling me stuff. That was screenshots, all sorts of stuff. So that one was intentional. But anything else, you guys do your own research that you look on and you find information about before you jump to conclusions, like I did, especially if you're going to be making content. Be careful of how you word things because it can misrepresent some people in the system that are actually exhibiting positive behavior, and they know who they are, and also their team members know who they are. So I just wanted to clear that up. So again, you can use these tools and definitely recommend using them. That is why they are created. It is amazing to help you on your journey. But just be sure that you are using them and understanding the data that they exhibit and that it may not represent everything in totality. So for me, what I'll be doing going forward, my goal as I created this channel was to empower the impoverished. That's what this says, right? So I am focusing on that, and it has become more and more challenging to keep making content, especially with the animal farm pause. I've made 300 videos now. My channel's only been around for 156 days, like 160 or something like that. So to continue to bring unique content and unique information is quite challenging when you're limited to a niche that you picked. I picked it, right? But also, this niche is not giving you any new information because things are paused. So I am trying to ensure that I give you guys educational content as well as documenting my journey. And I guess in that regard, because things have not been moving forward, so it makes it difficult to talk about new content. I've been maybe reaching or creating issues that aren't necessarily warranted in the space. So I will do my part as a YouTuber to ensure that I am exhibiting positive, non-toxic information about the systems. So you guys can do your own research, and if you have questions, for sure you can ask me what my take is. But I won't be covering those in public videos anymore, and I'll focus on the goal of this channel. So right now, I have not taken any profits, so I haven't asked anyone to donate to charity. But the goal will be when Drip reverses and the people that join my team, and I've helped them create financial freedom, because that's the whole point. I don't, as one of my mentors said, you can't feed someone from an empty plate. So I expect the people in my system that I've helped onboard or provided content to, or they use my referral, and I can actually support them to grow their own teams and things of that nature. That's when I will reach out to them and say, hey, let's do a donation to Cambodia Children's Fund. And that will be on each of them. I'm not collecting the money or going to be putting it in a wallet. I've actually reached out to Cambodia Children's Fund and asked them to put a, let's see if they've done it yet, to put up a wallet on their website so that people can actually donate directly to them. But since they're a global company, I think they said there's some red tape in regards to getting a crypto wallet publicized on it. I can't remember the exact details, but um, they did mention that they are interested in using the blockchain and stuff like that. So the people on my team will be donating on their own. I will not be collecting these funds. I will be showing my donations, especially if I have to, transfer it out to fiat and things of that nature. But as of right now, like I said, I have not taken any profits, so I can't donate. And as you've seen in my other videos, I'm still in the red actually. So When I do that, I will definitely show you guys and keep that transparent, and then hope that many of you will follow along and support that as well, because that is something I'd like to do. I also have a couple friends here in Cambodia where we can actually go out into, no, they haven't added it yet, local bank, credit card, PayPal, go out to the local provinces, they call it, which is like the countryside, and give support and things of that nature, because poverty is definitely real and upfront and in your face here in Cambodia. So I want to find a way to show direct support to that. Like, I like the Cambodian Children's Fund and definitely want to support that, but I really want to find a way to get money directly into the hands of the people that need it. They do that. I'm not negating that at all, but they're a company, so therefore they have overhead and they have other things they have to build, and they have teams that support it. So not all of the donations can go directly to the kids. It goes to supporting the school, getting the educators on there to teach the kids, and all this stuff like that. And they've done a great job. Like, this is an amazing charity for sure. But I'd rather find a way to be able to give directly to the people that need it the most. And I haven't quite figured that out yet. Maybe I got to go out to the province and get someone, a local person, to create a drip wallet live on my channel, and then you guys can donate directly to them. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. So going forward, that's what I'm gonna focus on: keeping my content positive, supported within the drip community. And again, big shout out to all those that have joined my team in the recent week or two, because we have grown immensely, and we will keep sharing the information and updates. I do have another update I'll share later on about the dogs crediting that's going on. So we'll see how that goes. But I won't be entertaining any more like FUD videos, or even if it's information wise, so that you guys know what you're getting when you come here. So if you have these questions, you can definitely ask them in the comments or in my chat. But I'm not going to make a video on it. You can use these tools yourself, and by all means, you can speculate and make decisions what you think is happening on the blockchain. But yeah, I'll try to stay away from that so I don't create any more issues. All right, that is it for this video, guys. Until next time, apologies to all those concerned. Lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.